Hello and welcome to Ironside Sheets. Today we're talking about the cricket in Times Square. And if you're wondering why do I have the same shirt on, it's because it's right after the other video I just recorded. That one that you saw last week. Hopefully you saw it. So, Cricket in Times Square by George Selded. Drawings by Garth Williams. It's an alright book. It's actually quite cute. It's about a cricket who lived in Connecticut who is picked up and taken on a train, unintentionally. Ends up in New York, starving. Comes across some people who take mercy on him. Who work a newspaper stand. He causes some problems for the family, so he manages to fix the problems, but then he feels very confined, very suppressed, and then he does what he needs to do, earns him a little more money, then leaves. And that's it. Oh, and he makes two friends along the way. He makes friends of a mouse and a cat, and the cat just doesn't eat mice for some reason. Cool. Doesn't hunt them either. And that's it. This story is very simple. It's very cute. It is, I believe it's a children's book, but it's also an American classic. And I would put this firmly in the category of if you have a child and you want to find a book to read to your child, this is probably one. The drawings are not too shabby either. They're not the best. They're in an older style, but they're not too shabby. They're not too shabby at all. What else can I say about this book? It teaches the idea that sometimes young people still have to work in order to help their family. Mario, the one of the main characters of this book, he helps his family by working their newspaper stand while they're not there. And this is in a time when kids could work on their own and they'd probably be safe, especially since a police officer would pass by every afternoon and check up on him. And I think he'd buy a newspaper as well. It teaches how prejudice can be overcome. The mother is very prejudiced against everything that she doesn't understand. But as soon as her perspective is tweaked because something that she likes is added into something she doesn't like, she starts to mellow out and realize that maybe this isn't so bad. Her father, or not her father, her husband, is very calm, very relaxed, and handles every situation as it comes as best he can. Even though it may not always be an easy situation, he understands that there's no point in freaking out. He's not stoic necessarily, but he has some stoic or personality traits. I give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. It was not my cup of tea because it just didn't really call to me. It's not in the level of topics that I find interest in. It's just more of I've had this book on my shelf for years. I've seen it, I've looked at it, I've never read it, and finally got around to reading it. Was it worth the read? I believe so. Would I read it to a child in order to keep them entertained? I would. I would. It's a very cute story. It's something that I read it, I felt good, and would I read it again? Probably not, but I don't like reading a lot of books, rereading a lot of books. When I reread a lot of books, they have to really provide something for me. They have to say something that or be a level of entertaining that makes me think, yeah, I really really like this. If they don't, then I'm not too interested in rereading it. I have the story in my head, move on with my life. 4 out of 5 stars, not bad. All right. Thanks for listening. And if you like this video, leave a like. If you think someone else will like it, share it. If you want more content like this, subscribe. And if you want to support me more, you can by looking in the description down below. There is a link to the books I've written because I'm an author, self-published author, mind you. But I'm not the best, but I've done something that you might like. Also, when you go to that link, it'll take you to my website, and then any subsequent link will take you to Amazon where I'm self-published. Then below that will also take you to my website. It'll take you to any book reviews I've written, but not necessarily posted here on YouTube. Ooh, my voice is just totally going out of the. Brain fart. Good thing we don't have smell-o-vision, right? Thanks again. Have a great day. See you next time.